J360 TV. J360 Productions.
I never get enough of that opening and that logo. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the J360 PowerPlay. I'm J-Man, of course, and with me is my good friend Marco, a.k.a. Washed Ink.
What up, y'all?
Oh, yeah, we back, y'all. We back. I told you there was going to be another episode.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't think it was so soon. But hey, me and Marco have been wanting to get this whole thing started for you guys. This was going to be a Monster Fest episode, but hey, you know, we celebrate Halloween all day, all year anyway, so that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, it's been scary every day when you think about it.
Sure enough. Yeah, so we're going to play some Killzone Killer Instinct. How about that? Yeah, Killer Instinct is right here for episode 54. Oh, man. And then not to mention, for those of you that don't know or probably forgot, me and Marco also work on the show called Soda with a few of our other associates, such as Lucifer and Al, and, you know, quite a lot of people. Not to mention, we've been on Hangouts, and, like, it's just awesome friendship here, and I don't mind, you know, playing a few games and getting my ass whooped, or vice versa, you know?
Yeah, for real.
Oh, man, I remember we did, like, a crazy match on here, too, one time.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, so, by the way, people are upset about that whole Marvel's opening now, though, so, like...
I mean, they said at max it's only going to make itself, like, I think, like 40 or something, 40 to 30-something million dollars, which is... not good. Mind you, then I think, what is it? Trolls comes out?
Yeah.
Right? And that's going to obviously, like, make bank.
Oh, sure.
With, like, how big those fucking movies are. Yeah, so, I mean, it's like I always said about the Marvel movies, man. Who cares?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, you know...
Who gives a fuck?
You know, it's just at this point, it's like, it's not saying that Phase 4 and Phase 5 have been a mess so far.
Yeah.
And they out here pushing characters we don't care about, so, I mean...
Yeah, it's a crazy, I don't know, man. It's a weird... It's about time, I guess. Like, the shit was going to be over.
I mean...
Bound to fucking be over. And thank God. Thank God that... no one cares. I don't want to ever hear about Tony Stark ever again, or Captain Marvel, or Samuel L. Jackson. Let that man retire.
I mean, like, it got so bad. They sitting over there talking about bringing everybody back and all this stuff, like Secret Wars is supposed to come in and reset.
What was that? What the hell was that about?
I don't know. I think... See, nowadays, because everybody thinks that they're a reporter and stuff, you know, I guess they forget what yellow journalism is, and not to mention all that lying and stuff. It's just more and more lying. Oh, well, we're making up theories, and you're right the first time. You're making stuff up.
So weird, dog. I just don't understand. Like, I mean, doesn't Aquaman come out in December? What else is?
Yeah, Aquaman comes out in December, but that Ghostbusters movie is going to tear Aquaman apart. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I finally saw the trailer today.
That looks good.
Nutty. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm all set for that.
Absolutely, 100%.
Because Afterlife was so fucking good. I was like, but you know, any of this stuff that goes wrong with this market, and even before like them strikes came in, they put all their fucking chickens, you know, in one system. Like they put all that shit Oh shit! Okay. I'm gonna have to keep practicing with combo. I was like, oh fuck. But anyway,
you get a hang of him. He's pretty fucking solid.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna practice with him. I'm gonna put him on the list. But yeah, like what I was saying is that like when you put a lot of your money and your investment in one damn thing, and that one damn thing does not win for you, kind of like crypto. You just asking to lose.
I mean, that's a funny thing too. You could say the Marvel movies are for sure like cinematic cryptocurrency. Like for a while, it was the shit that you could bank on, and everyone was like, "I love this shit." It just fucking fizzled out so hard.
Yeah, I mean, everything has its up and its down. I mean, but like, you want actual stories and stuff like that. Like people are saying, "Oh, what about the Western?" It's like the Western isn't dead. There's a lot of people that were making Westerns, but in mainstream, I guess everything's dead. It's like hate watching's a sport now and shit.
Yeah, hate watching is for sure a sport. I mean, like, that's the crazy part is like Five Nights at Freddy's came out and then they made the movie for $20 million and it's made like, I think like it said like 3 to 6 times its budget back or something like that. Some crazy number, like some crazy ridiculous number, you know? And then I think it just goes to show you that like, audiences will literally take anything.
Oh yeah,
whatever the hell they've seen over the last like 7 years or whatever.
I mean, at the end of the day, you don't think anybody's losing interest in this? Hey, you know, we're part of the Avengers stuff. Matter of fact, the Avengers know when to disband, don't they? It's like, come on now.
Yeah. Because Deadpool's delayed, right? Again, like.
Well, it's supposed to be the only movie that's coming out in 2024 from the Marvel line. I'm like, okay, cool.
Is it officially Disney or is it Sony or who? Oh, it's Disney. Right?
It's most definitely Disney.
Damn.
Yeah, we'll see who wins that.
Yeah, dude, that's not gonna be good.
I mean, personally, I would have liked to seen that Bugs Bunny movie that was supposed to come out from Warner Brothers and all that stuff, and then I would have liked to see that Mickey Mouse movie that was allegedly supposed to come out. Like, invest in some of your classic stuff, you know?
Yeah, they ain't never gonna do that, man.
Nah,
that's the saddest part.
It's just like, it would make a lot of sense. I mean, you know, that's probably the problem. It makes sense.
It makes too much sense, and that is legitimately the problem. And that'll always be the problem. Like, I don't know if you had heard, but it was the David Zaslav, like, investors call from Warner Brothers or whatever, and they were talking about, Mortal Kombat being like a success because it sold 3 million copies, and I guess their next move is to give it the like free-to-play mobile treatment. Right, so he like openly says that on this fucking call that they have some investors like, oh, we're gonna give it the 3 years of support, and we're gonna give it the free-to-play live model. And you're like, oh, I just bought this fucking thing. What are you talking about? Free to play, you know, which just means it's just going to be transactions after transaction or whatever. So
yeah,
which they're already doing because I bought like the premium, super cool, you know, tell all your friends about it edition or whatever, and I still didn't even get the fucking Halloween fatality for free. So go figure.
That is that is so weird that we got to pay for fatalities now. Or unlock them and shit. Well, we unlocked them in the last game too, but not at this degree.
No, this is like legitimately, you have to like, there's some shit you're just gonna have to buy. You know what I mean? Which is super crooked when you think about it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, I know everything's in a recession, but they could use those record quarter profits to go and make the fucking game a complete game.
You would think. What's 3 million copies at $60 at the least on average?
Yeah, and
that's a shit ton of money.
Well, not only that, but wasn't this like a $70 game?
I think the default base cost was $70. You're right. Yeah.
Woo! You know what? I take it back. Not everybody's living in a recession.
Isn't it crazy that like Call of Duty 3 has at least the guts to just charge $60?
and even then, they're not doing stellar either.
Yeah, and they just figured, fuck it, dude, just make it $60, whatever.
Oh my God, Tekken 8, you can't come here soon enough.
Man, when is that dropping exactly? What date exactly?
The date is, I think it's what? It's God, from what I remember, it was January.
Damn.
So
I would have thought they would have dropped it by Christmas. Isn't the GTA 6 trailer dropping like in the beginning of September too? Or December? Sorry, September. What the hell?
yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, it's one of those franchises I really just don't care about at this point. You know what I mean?
Also, it'll say like coming, 2026, and you're like, great. Like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, like you look like I felt that same way about Call of Duty. Believe it or well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I think everything is just in flux, man. I think what's happening is people don't know what the hell to do. You know, people are trying to save their money because they're trying to survive, you know?
Yeah. Unless you're Boogie.
Yeah.
I had to buy it. I was like, are you out of your fucking mind?
I had to buy it.
I had to buy Diablo 4. No, you have to buy food. You have to buy, like, the means to actually go to... Well, then again, who am I kidding?
Could you imagine making that much money like those streamers were for the longest time and being broke at the end of all that shit?
No. I
like,
actually
you don't have to even do anything. Like, you work from your house. As long as you keep your house up, you have no like business overhead outside of like your fucking internet bill and the cost of games every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, nah, I would never be broke if I actually made all that crazy money like that and shit. Like, there's a reason why it's called investments, you know?
Yeah.
And you want to, your house should be the prime investment next to like your grave and stuff like that. You know, a lot of people out here running around, they don't even have their burial and stuff like that taken care of. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you have like some factors already taken care of.
It's just so sad, dude. Like, they do a lot worse than like fucking athletes, which is what's even crazier to me.
Yeah. Actually, they were supposed to
used to be like the joke.
Yeah. They were supposed to be like the new athlete, weren't they? Like pretty much esports.
Esports, yeah.
It's not stressful. We're incredible. Geek girls love us.
Stressful.
Yeah. Oh my God. Any of that stuff that, you know, like even as we're streaming now, should be all in good fun. Like, I look at people, I'm like, wasn't this shit supposed to be fun? Oh, damn.
I mean, oh, shit.
Oh, man. Oh, I gotta practice. I gotta practice. Holy shit, that was awesome.
You've been hard. I was like, what the hell just happened? Esports, like, and it's funny because esports like ruined itself. You have like all these like Mortal Kombat esports guys like quitting the game.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, because they're like, I went on the fucking internet and I played somebody online, this guy beat me with just uppercuts. Like, what is this shit? But remember that's how Mortal Kombat used to work.
Yeah, like
you just timed it right, you could beat somebody with uppercuts. It was kind of hilarious, actually.
I mean, yes, and what I don't know why in the world like people get so butthurt about that too. Like, remember like when all these people were smashing up their Street Fighter 6 copies and stuff. He beat me with parries. It's like, shit, learn to parry. It's not hard. Like,
yeah, what's wrong with you, dude?
It's supposed to be a fucking video game, man. Like, I'm gonna get my ass kicked tonight. I haven't practiced for shit, but I'll jump back in when I feel like.
I mean, like we're 2 and 3 right now. Like that's not even bad.
Yeah, like
that's like average.
Yeah, that's nothing to whine about, cry about, and all that stuff, but I guess it's something different for them. I mean, I just look at it as fun, enjoyment, but they look at it as work. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Oh, it's work. It's my work. I need people to understand that I'm doing this for the people. I'm serious. I think
that's what it is for sure.
I don't want an average job.
You know what? That for sure is what it is. It's for sure they don't want to work. Like they don't want the job. They don't want to figure any of that shit out. Which you wish they would just say. Like you wish they would just be like, I really don't want to fucking do any of this shit.
I mean, if your streamer was actually honest with you.
You would think. Rarely they are.
Nah. I mean, today's streamer is pretty much tomorrow's politician.
Yes, 100%.
Oof.
What does this fool do? I forget.
You'll find it.
Yeah, I'm trying to like.
Oh shit! What did I do? No! No! I left myself open.
Oh.
Yeah, nice. Okay. I still got to figure out my boy too.
Wait.
Oh shit!
I got the grab.
Awesome. That reminds me of that time
Right.
you still got your Dead or Alive 6, right?
I sure do.
All right, we got
That was fun as hell.
We-
Dude. We
yeah.
went crazy on that too.
We sure did.
We
We
did
got
that night for like 3 hours, I think, or some shit like that.
sure enough did. We put it right back on the list.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of which, I found my copy of DOA 4 and DOA 5. To be honest with you, like I went through my
Those are good games.
yeah. I was like, holy shit, I do have them. Okay, we back.
What does this fool do exactly?
Oh shoot.
Ah.
I've been playing too much Mortal Kombat though, because
Yeah, my hands are like doing different shit.
I'm trying to find the block button and it's reverse. So
You know what's funny? I was doing the same thing for like half of these matches.
ooh shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
Oh,
I'm pressing on the wrong shit.
Oh.
I forget I'm forgetting there's like a heavy. There's like 3 strikes per like punch.
oh,
and
so
kick.
like 6-button layout, then the classic 6-button.
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, yeah, it's RB and then L, RB and R1.
Well, hey, since we're
Yes,
getting back in
there we
the,
go.
since we're pretty much getting back in the swing of things, I didn't even bother to use the the fight pad, but
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm even doing right now.
Shoot.
I'm just figuring it out.
as a matter of fact, I might need to put these hands in some ice. Oh,
Controllers. You do carpal tunnel. Wait, no. Fucking idiot.
Or
That glacier guy. or
Hey,
whatever.
speaking of controllers, though, years ago, this is another reason why sometimes I can't stand esports. Certain special controllers, like that, what was that, PlayStation Elite that came out not too long ago, and some of that stuff.
Oh, Lord.
I was like, how are you going to get people to overspend for shit that, you really don't need to? The controller that you get when you buy the system is good enough. It always has been.
Yeah, 99% of the time that controller will outlast that Pro controller. I bought an Xbox Elite Series 2, whatever it is, and that thing took a shit in like 4 days. So, yeah.
Um,
And then there was my trusty old default. Came with the console controller.
and it still stands today.
And I'm using it right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I couldn't tell you. I was like, I think we had an associate one time that had to have that fancy shit, and I was like, dude, you could just play the fucking game with the default. He's like, I want to be fancy. I was like, nobody can see it.
Yeah, no one cares, dude.
Yeah, this is like the height of the pandemic and stuff. I was like, Jesus Christ, man, like just have fun with your friends. I mean, fuck.
You would think. I don't think people know how to do that anymore.
Yeah. Well, if I ever host a dinner party, and the damnedest thing is, I probably will. I know, because old J-Man may get married, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I cannot stand keeping up appearances. It's like, look, I'm cool as shit, but that, God, women have to do that, do they?
If you throw a dinner party, what is the meal here? What's the spread? What are we doing?
Oh, if I did, shoot, you know damn well it would be a Jersey Mike's catering.
Footlongs and hoagies and shit.
You damn right, and maybe if you're good, we'll go ahead and we'll get like some deluxe pizza from a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I just want people to enjoy themselves and have finger food. Now, if you want that elegant stuff, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we gotta get different friends.
You know what I mean? The fancies and stuff. Like, come on now. They be like going hard about that, I'd be like, nah. All I need to do is just go to Jersey Mike's, get that catering in.
Yeah. Just dial that little Pizza Hut number, you know what I mean?
Well, the thing about it is, franchise pizza ain't the way it used to be.
That's very true. Franchise pizza sucks now.
Yeah,
franchise pizza is terrible.
Go to the local neighborhood pizzeria or something like that.
Yeah, franchise pizza is pretty dog shit.
And overpriced.
That's where Little Caesars kind of corners the market. They're like, yeah, it's $5, dude. Like we know.
Yeah. You might have to doctor it up and stuff, but I mean, it's not bad pizza if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, if you over there at Pizza Hut and Pizza Hut's like, saying, yeah, you get this good deal here, man. Get these 2 large pizzas. And that large pizza is like at least damn near $40. Something is wrong.
Shit.
Yeah.
The coolest part is like, I mean, if you're smacked enough, like if you're intoxicated enough, a stuffed crust pizza from Little Caesars will hit the spot for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and
no doubt.
And Domino's is kind of a medium point depending on who owns the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got some franchise owners that are cool and they'll hook you up, but then you got some that are just, well, no, you're gonna pay for this, bitch. We are elegant like Subway.
Subway.
Oh man, when Jersey Mike's came in and took over, that was like the best damn thing ever because I was like, there you go, Subway, now you can fuck off.
Yeah, dude, because once Jersey Mike showed up, it proved that like Quiznos and all these other companies could have like free reign inside the market. You know what I mean?
God, I mean, like nothing good ever came out of fucking Subway. And like a long time ago, it used to be great. Like Happy Gilmore days used to be great.
Yeah, it was like the brand to be marketed by because it was like a stamp of quality. And not even ironically, like I'm not even saying that to be funny. Like it was legitimately a big deal to get a fucking Subway sponsorship. I remember the days when Subway, like if you went at any given time at a lunch too, you'd easily be standing there for like 45 minutes in a line.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, long time ago, huh?
Yeah.
Nowadays, you're the first one in there.
You can't even find one half the time now.
Shoot.
I'm going to go out on a limb right now, especially for the PowerPlay, because these are probably fighting words, but Subway is for sure like white people's Popeyes, though.
You right.
I'll tell you that right
You
now.
right. You ain't heard nobody. Say what you need to say. tell that truth, sir. Tell that truth.
Subway is for sure white people's Popeyes.
It sure enough is.
Because white people will literally get into a fist fight. They'll probably stab each other over the fact that they want an oatmeal cookie with their fucking foot-long Subway sandwich. I've seen it. I've seen white people.
Oh man, they
literally go bananas
over their Subway meal. So it's like, yeah. God, all of that is true. Do not hold back, dude. Tell that truth. I was like, yes.
That's for sure. They're Popeyes. Yeah, Subway is like white people will fist fight you for a fucking foot-long cold cut combo sandwich. A marinara meatball sub foot-long on toasted brioche bun.
Yeah, the shit that ain't even all that good and stuff. I'm looking at this. I'm like, yo, I could understand like maybe a Subway Club. I can understand maybe a Black Forest ham. But no, none of that other shit.
Well, yeah. Black Forest ham is pretty bomb, by the way.
I mean, it was, like nowadays, I don't know what the fuck they do to it, but I'm like, there's no.
Eric surprised us with filling us in on the fact that like the tuna wasn't even real fish.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yeah.
You think
Which makes you wonder what the fuck is the rest of the shit made out of?
You think it's dolphin?
It's probably dolphin, Korean sweatshop kids, a mix of shit, pirates that they find off the coast of Morocco.
I mean, it's not like they go back and get the stuff and bring it in. I mean, that shit comes in off of a truck, so let's just be honest.
And it's delivered in like 45 minutes, so wherever that's coming from.
Mm-hmm. You just can't make this up.
No. I wouldn't want to. He'd be sick. You know?
Why? They didn't have a problem making it up and tell you it's tuna.
Yeah. They lied to me.
They
They were okay with it.
Yep. Totally are. There's no responsibility at all in this shit.
Yeah. No. We will have all responsibility for you thinking this is actually fish.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You know, in a court case, they would look at you and say, "That's your dumbness."
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You read the bylaws where this is probably not fish. No.
Shoot.
That's like I went to a Burger King one time in LA. And I was just like standing there, just looking at shit. And I wasn't like homeless or nothing. That sounds weird. I was standing in a Burger King in LA somewhere. But what is it? So I'm looking at this thing, and it has like the list of how they make the Whoppers, like what the Whopper patties are made out of. And then come to find out, some of it's soy, some of it is egg yolk, and then about 10% of it is actually beef.
Makes sense. How come people are still getting fat though?
Well, because it's all soy and fucking tofu and turkey meat and shit, or whatever, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Some weird blend of some shit.
The devil's juice.
Yeah.
You know something, though? Oh, my God. Was it at least clean?
You know what? I mean, it kind of shocked me because I'm like, damn, I would have never guessed because it tastes like beef. Like, crazy.
So what did they make the Impossible Whopper out of then?
I mean, we're living in a weird time too, where people found out that the Jack in the Box patties were made out of horse meat, and no one gave a shit. Remember that?
Oh yeah. That well, you know, there must have been some fine thoroughbreds in that mix.
a lot of glue and burgers were made that day.
You know, it sticks together.
Imagine like they make the fucking Jack in the Box patties out of the jockey and the horse.
You know, he was right there. I mean, he said he always wanted to be a part of it.
It was always me and Seabiscuit to the end.
You know, what a beautiful story. By the way, fill up on that burger.
Yeah, how's it taste, man? How's the 90 cent tacos taste?
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, with the way they are trying to cut costs and stuff, that does make sense.
100%, yeah.
You know, like I think a long time ago, at best, you didn't know what the hell you was eating.
I remember when McDonald's used to give you like that huge cup full of French fries.
Yeah, that's gone. That's been gone.
Damn, dog. And then you look at the bottom, and like there was so much salt. It had like a layer of crystals at the bottom of the cup.
Uh-huh.
You're just like, whoa.
Dims be the drugs I take.
Yeah. Now they wonder why I have adult diabetes and anxiety.
Oh, man. Or how about that whole thing about the chicken sandwiches at one point?
What was the deal with that?
I don't know. It's like, for some reason, I guess because people thought, found out that chicken is healthier. Like fast food chicken and regular chicken are the same thing.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely a texture thing. But yeah, people kept going and eating all those damn, like they were upset about Chick-fil-A, and then came Popeyes, which are okay. They're okay. I don't see like what to call home about. But then,
Popeyes ones are all right.
But McDonald's came in with theirs or something like that, and everybody was going over there eating it and shit. I was like, McDonald's has good chicken? Since when?
That's how you know they put like drugs in the food, dude. Because I've been like, oh, you know what? I'm really fucking craving a McDonald's chicken sandwich, dude.
Yeah.
That's like how you know they're putting drugs in the food too. Because like, remember people were at Popeyes and they were like killing each other?
Oh yeah, I remember that. The Popeyes massacres and stuff. Yeah.
That was a sad time to be a human being, dude.
Yep, all over a $4 sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing life in prison because of a
$4 sandwich. Oh my God.
Damn, dude, that's sad, man.
I mean, it must have been that good. I honestly, like, even when I ate it, I was like, wow, I'm just eating that Popeyes. I mean, You know, you can order other stuff like the chicken tenders alone would have loved to have had you.
Yeah, like, dude, there's plenty of chicken if you just want to get, like, a box of some spicy chicken and make a sandwich at home. I mean, you could have done that. You stupid idiot.
I mean,
in prison. You big dummy.
I guess they just didn't think about all that other stuff. They're like, I was here for one thing. No, you're here for two things because you just kicked this motherfucker's ass for a $4.
Yeah, you're here for life now.
Yeah.
That's what's going to really be happening.
Well, you know, the sad part is that might be the job he could get when he gets out.
Yeah. Whoa, this one teleports?
Yeah, he does. That Shadow Jago, though.
Yeah, he went nuts.
Shoot, man. I'm like thinking about. Yeah, you know, honestly, it wasn't that good. It was okay, but it wasn't like, hey, I'm gonna go pop a cap in somebody over a Popeye's chicken, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not like worth getting permanently in trouble over.
Yeah, I just I don't know, man. I don't see the appeal. It's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like during when people tell me like now when McRib came back, that was alright.
Yeah, that was kind of slamming.
Yeah. I mean, all it was just like a pork sandwich with if it's even pork, but you know, pork sandwich with
it's got like the Play-Doh mold shape of like it has bones in it. You know, when you look at the patty, it's like shaped like it has bones, but it's just obviously like soft, meat-like material.
Yeah, I mean that's about the best we can do because you ain't getting no real meat unless you're cooking it, motherfucker. And even then, that's debatable.
Yeah.
Just
and
like,
if you get like a real pork patty that's that soft, you should be asking yourself something.
Yeah. Like how long was it sitting in brine, and if that brine is actually good for you?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm gonna have to do something special, like cook up some pork chops or something like that. That'd be kind of nice.
That's like when at what point did you realize that sloppy joes were just like ground beef with barbecue sauce?
I mean, nobody can tell by eating, huh?
Yeah. I remember being a kid going like, "Oh my god, are you serious?" Like looking up a recipe, going, "What could have been happening to sloppy joes this whole time?" Like, fucking moron.
Oh wow. Oh well, it happens, man. Like you know, Manwich's Manwich's whole commercial appeal and stuff like that was so good, nobody cared. You know, it's like you could get away with stuff like that. Yeah.
Manwich was huge.
Oh shit. I have got to
practice. What the fuck?
I have got to practice. That was pretty fucking badass. I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, she took it. That was like half your health bar.
Yeah. Shoot. Matter of fact, I think we're at round 2 already. Shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna practice. That's pretty badass. Like this could be one of our go-to games, like Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, this is sick.
Yeah. So I was You know, Manwich sounds so fucking good right now. Thanks, man.
What was like your guilty pleasure food as a kid? Like, what was one of the things that like you couldn't stop eating? Like, it would be the thing that you'd be like, I'm gonna have this, like a snack or a food or.
You know, personally, Elio's Pizza, like the little square pizza and stuff, that shit was banging, man. Especially if you put like whatever toppings you wanted on it and then put it in the toaster oven.
Yes.
Yeah. Elio's Pizza for life, bro.
Damn, yeah, you're right. I remember, damn, what was mine? I would do if there was like some bomb spaghetti that somebody made, I was a spaghetti fiend.
Oh yeah.
About spaghetti as a kid, it was just like crazy.
Oh yeah, if somebody cooks it right and like the pasta is just melts in your mouth good, like you gonna be there. You know, it's kind of like how I was.
It's got like a little bit of mushrooms in it. Like the sauce isn't too sweet, and it's just like. Whoa.
Oh yeah. Everything that Prego is.
Yeah.
Like when you mix it just right and stuff. Like Ragu's okay, but Prego was just really good about that shit.
You know it's funny. I'm glad you said that because that is the better spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, Oh my god, there was something else that was just as good too. Like mac and cheese was good. I don't know how the blue box is, but like when you had Velveeta, that was pretty good too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I know I ain't doing winning so spectacularly tonight, y'all, but it is what it is. I'm having fun with my friends.
No, that's just fun, dude.
Yeah. I'm talking to the audience. You know how I am.
Yeah. You gotta break that fourth wall, you know?
Yeah. I remember one time we were doing soda or something like that, and Eric asked, he's like, "How are you seeing the audience, Jay?" I was like, you do these shows long enough, you see everybody.
Jay's having a psychological schism. Yeah. As Andrew Tate would say, you're breaking through the matrix. You're breaking out of it.
Yeah. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if I was like the white dude sitting there. But you know what I mean? At the desk. The architect. Yeah. I know what's going on, even though I don't want to tell you what's going on, because this is what's going on.
Do you feel like the Matrix 2 is kind of like harshly rated? Like, do you think it's harshly looked at?
Depends. I mean, are you going to see the... Honestly, no, let me go ahead and try to solve that one. What it is, yeah, I think it is unfairly judged because it's like it's the middle of the film. Like we weren't going to see the war, we were going to get a lot of the backstory and stuff that goes on. That's what we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like when you look at you'll damn the Matrix Reloaded, but you'll praise Empire Strikes Back, even though at the same time they're kind of similar.
It's like the same story.
Yeah,
exactly. Yes.
But yeah, like, at the end of the day, I guess because, like, a lot of people can't handle the Matrix's dialogue, but...
You think these people wanted it to be like this, like... Oh, I don't know what the fuck that was. Alright. Keep doing it. What is it? Like, people wanted probably more of that, like, philosophical, like, mind-bending, trippy shit, right? But the action scenes in the second one are fucking badass, though.
Yeah, they're not bad. But, much like anything else, it's like, it'll take you some time to get there. I mean, okay, so say if we did all the action stuff and they stayed in the Matrix a lot longer than, say, like they did in 3, would we care about it as much? Because we never got to see Zion in the first movie. We heard about it. This time we got to see about it,
When we saw Zion, I mean, really, it was just a sex party.
Well, yes. Most of the time we get
like
that.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because, like, were they just, like, dancing, and then, like, him and what's her name, like, hook up, and then they're just like, that was Zion. And I'm like, that was Zion? That's it?
That was Zion, bro.
There's like, these mole people?
I mean, humans are dirty, and they had to be subterranean, and,
it's funny because then the third one they kind of like make that up to the audience, like no, this is Zion with all the mechs, it's all badass or whatever.
Well, you mean the outer wall? Yeah. I mean, that's totally right.
In my mind, that's what I thought Zion was the whole time.
I mean, and much like any of these movies that we see, we're only going to see a part of what's really important to the plot anyway. Otherwise, just extra. We weren't going to see like the full city. It's like some of us haven't seen the full city of Wakanda,
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
That's
that.
True. And we might never again, you know what I'm saying? With how bad these Marvel movies are doing now, so.
You know what?
Can only imagine.
Now, that's pretty true. But the thing is like...
We'll probably never see the rest of it.
I would have loved it, though. I miss Chadwick Boseman. I do. But the thing about it is this. His family even said that they would respect if they... and help find who would be the next Black Panther. They even said that. And people are over there acting like, it's like, there's lots of dudes out here that could really do it. And, you have, like, well over 5 different people playing Batman, and you had, like, well over 5 different people playing Spider-Man.
That's for sure true right there.
So, I don't know. These are the same people that have a problem with Superman snapping Zod's neck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, God forbid you end a fucking global threat by ending him.
He was never going to stop. I told Alan this a long time ago. It's like, you cannot, these are the same people that think they can reason with a killer and stuff like that. If they're going to kill you, they're going to. You cannot reason with them. There is no empathy and all that stuff. It's like...
Here's the crazy part. Think about this real quick, too. Like, he can't kill one Kryptonian, but like 11,000 Palestinians are dead, dude.
Yeah, things like that.
I'm just kidding. It's like a sad fact, but also it's going to make people pissed off. You know what I'm saying? It's a fight night.
It doesn't take much, dude. I mean, the fact that you could say that the sky is blue and somebody will come in and say it's gray.
That guy's trans.
Yeah. You know, like a minor slight can create a lifelong enemy these days. Look at like Venom's whole existence. You know what I mean? It isn't the fact that Spider-Man was like, no, I don't want you to take over my life and my body and eat me into a husk. It's the fact that it's like, you betrayed me for something else. You're going to die as soon as I find somebody that hates you just as equally. Oh my god, Spider-Man ruined my news story. I'm pissed! You know?
Isn't that crazy how, like, I saw something about Spider-Man 2. And I don't know, have you played it? Have you played the second one?
Yeah, sure did.
And is it true that
and beat it?
Good or
100% it? Yeah, I did all that.
Oh damn!
But you were saying? Oh, go ahead.
And they said that the head writer like put herself in as Mary Jane. She looks like a fucking dude or whatever. And then I saw a picture of it, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" It looks like a ma'am. Remember that guy from the GameStop meme?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I thought, "What the fuck?" And then I was like, "That's what you got to look at the whole game." That sucks.
Well, you know it's crazy. That's bad, but so is the idea that like she's still pretty cute, but you got to be like, huh? You know what I mean? Like you got to.
She looks like a 40-year-old woman.
Yeah.
And Peter Parker still looks like he's 16 years old.
Yeah, like all that craziness there. Yeah, I totally get it. But it's like I never had a problem with it because I'm like, are they going to stay together? Or are they going to break up? And either way, Black Cat is already sexier, so it's like, you know, you just got to take.
Didn't they introduce her like 10 games ago? Black Cat?
Yeah. Well, she was introduced last game, but yeah, it was like all that stuff that.
They're never going to do that. Yeah, they're never going to fucking. They're never going to let her be sexy. That's over.
But you know what though? It's the same thing for like all the girls on Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah,
like
100%.
They
for sure.
They made them ugly. I was like, what is this?
On purpose.
Yeah.
And all the men look like gay porn actors. You know what I mean? So you're like, okay, cool, great.
That's the world we live in now because people cannot separate stylized from reality and stuff like that. It's like, but also beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so everything should be different anyway. You know, it's weird. It's fucking weird. And then I remember somebody saying some shit about like what I like and what I don't like. I said, okay, why don't you ask me? Why don't you fucking ask me what is attractive to me and stuff like that? Like, it's going to be different than what you think it is.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I'm sure it is. And then the 1/10, I'm probably not even thinking about you, so you're already upset. You know what I
Yeah, that's the trickiest part. Is like people just won't. I don't know. It's just a weird.
It's
just like it sucks because they did it with Mortal Kombat. They did it with like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They're doing it with everything. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's.
I mean,
but I feel like it's like the last little death throes of what these companies were trying to do 4 years ago.
It might be. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised, but it's like this. That's why nobody's going to know what's attractive and what's not attractive anymore. Much in the same way, what's a good movie and what's a bad movie.
Yeah. That's true. That's 100% true. You're right.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, what it's going to be upheld to the standards, which it should already be anyway. Like, you know, I think Mary Jane looks a lot better with her hair down than she had it up in like the first Spider-Man game. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, if you're going to start putting in character inserts of yourself, and you know, your real life must not be that interesting because you're putting yourself in a fictional game.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's the most distressing part.
Yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, it's not going to make me say that you're a great creator and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's like saying...
And then ironically, with all these games, they're monetizing the shit out of them. So they're putting all these agendas in there, and then they're making you support the agenda by buying microtransactions for now in Mortal Kombat. Like, now they're giving out the sexy outfits, but those are like $10.
Oh, so they're pretty much doing what Tecmo tried to do with Dead or Alive 6, huh? You gotta pay for the sex scene.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and exactly. And the swimsuit bundles are like $120 for Dead or Alive.
Oh man!
And then they wonder why the game almost went bankrupt. Like they wonder why that company almost just completely ate it last year.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
it won't solve anything. You know, it's just like the Washington Post, which is also an Amazon product.
Yep.
Came out of the woodwork and showed this. OnlyFans, the new American dream. I shit you not. And I gave a gif to that where I was laughing. I laughed at that shit. I was like, this is so stupid. This is just as bad as the Wall Street Journal trying to rate streamers.
What?
Yes.
When did that happen?
They've been doing that for a while now. Like, they go out of the woodwork. Yes. They go out the woodwork and try to report everything on streaming and all that stuff. I'm like, I guess the business world is really fucked up because...
That's sad.
Oh, man. Like,
That's journalism, huh?
I guess it is. And it's very ugly form. And late stage capitalism, I suppose. But no, that's like at the end of the day, it's like nobody cares about this stuff. I mean, yeah, I'm upset that Mary Jane and Peter had to break up every so damn often. Yeah, I'm upset that they married off Batman and Catwoman. It's like, oh, well, we did it so that we could make new stories. It's like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, she doesn't trust people. He barely trusts her, and you got them together.
Yeah, it's the weirdest like convenience and occurrence, you know.
I mean, dare I say it, but the Joker and Harley Quinn relationship was a lot more healthier than Batman and Catwoman's. But
yeah, it would make more sense if anything, if you thought about it.
And that relationship is not healthy, as many times he straps her to bombs and throws her out of trains and shit. But
exactly.
Then again, that relationship's not even a thing anymore because it's all about Poison Ivy and Harley.
Harley Quinn now, which is the cartoon show.
Yeah, which at the same time, it's like, you know, I liked it when it was implied to. I liked it when it was actually, you know, enjoyable to see. But much like anything, it's no different than any other relationship you see, you know, nowadays. Like, there's nothing new.
Isn't it? It's a sad state of content, man. I mean, like, the funniest part too is you see that kind of all over the fallout of all that push marketing-wise to these companies is that, like, you look at HBO Max and all their content that you signed up for to be exclusive, quote unquote, you know, 2 years ago or whatever, like John Wick and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's all on fucking Tubi.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally all on free apps now.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, how bankable is it now, huh? Things like that.
Exactly.
But you know what, though? Okay, so take shows like, all right, you know that British spy show, The Avengers, right? Like, you had Steed and Miss Peel, right? Okay, so chances are they flirted, they had a good time, great chemistry, and you really didn't care about the plot so much because you just wanted to see them have a good time and deal espionage. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, though...
Yeah, it was like the cartoonish nature of the show.
And and then a live-action sort of thing. A movie comes out based on it, and the thing is, it was implied, and that's what was fun about it. They actually had them in a relationship in that movie, and that movie tanked because of it. Nobody wanted to see that shit. It's like Moonlighting. Remember when they got Sybil Shepherd and Bruce Willis together after all the flirting and stuff?
Yeah.
And they did not they did not know where to go with it. No one cared, and I think it ruined that whole production company now I think about it.
I think it did, yeah.
So it's like when you get them together and stuff like that, you better have a nice series and set of what happens afterwards, because if not, you know, you don't have a show anymore. Like sometimes the arguments and stuff is the show. Like when they had like Tom and Jerry as friends, like that shit did not last long, if anything.
No.
It was the most ridiculous
thing. You're breaking the rule of the show. Like you're breaking the point of the foundation, right? So why would you even think that they're going to be friends right now?
Well, you know,
that's bizarre.
It wasn't Hanna-Barbera entirely at that time. I think it was. No, it was Hanna-Barbera at that time, which is funny because they were the original creators, but like, and it was the 70s version of it.
Yeah.
Where they made them friends and shit like that, and they were, oh my god, it was so stupid. they always were looking for a home or something like that. I was like, this is so...
Yeah, they were like bums together or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Some dumb things, some weird setup that they had.
Like, the occasional team-up's fine, and then there's moments where, like, you know, Jerry shows he cares about Tom, that's fine, but you don't have to make it like the whole crux.
Yeah.
And when they did that, it just killed it. Like, nobody cared to see that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, even when Gene, what was his name? Gene Deitch, was it? Like, he was an Eastern European animator, and he took over the series. He even said that he didn't understand the concept of them, but he kept them enemies and all that shit and stuff. Like, you know, he didn't mess with it any more than, say, like somebody else who's wanting to be creative or has a narrative to show throws out there. And it's so sad, you know? Like, create your own fucking thing. That's why, like, things like RoboCop and stuff, they started somewhere. Like, in their time, they probably weren't iconic. But, like, later on, add some years to it, they become iconic. Like, can you even think of the new icon now? Like, because I really can't think of one.
Captain Marvel?
Which one? The one that was actually a Kree agent, or the one that was Carol Danvers?
Or the little girl from the show, you know, Miss Marvel or whatever. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Where it's like, there's no such thing as an icon anymore because they almost don't want that. Because to be an icon, also, you realize you have to apply it to something. So, like, if you think about, like, Marilyn Monroe as an icon of the 50s, right?
Right.
You look at John F. Kennedy, you look at, like, any of your big... You look at, like the Goodfellas movies and shit.
Yeah.
You know, you look at all that stuff and you realize, oh, yeah, those are icons attached to kind of the machismo American image. So... They don't want that now. Like, you can't fucking make that movie no more.
Yeah, well, you know, here's the funny thing. I'm going to piss off a lot of people once I get back into movie making. But the thing is that for the right reasons, for their own good, stuff like that. You know, you need to tell different stories. You need to keep things around. And then at the same time, it's like most of these things are just repeats or just infiltrating an already established IP. That's the problem.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So that's the funny thing about this Rebel Moon thing, because supposedly what I've heard is that this Rebel Moon flick was what Zack Snyder pitched to Disney when they came to him about this whole, way back when they were looking for J.J. Abrams and blah and this and that, and, you know, they were trying to find all these other, like, auteur directors, you know, before, like, Rian Johnson got involved and all that crap.
Yeah.
And so the ironic part is this was his, like, this is kind of what I guess you could surmise that this is his version of Ray that he tried to pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at the trailer and you're like, I fucking wish. I fucking wish Ray did any of that shit. Are you serious? Like Ray sucks.
And not only that, why they always got to alienate a demographic and stuff like that? See, you're not going to see me come out the woodwork and say, like, oh, it wasn't made for them. Oh, blah, 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 all that stuff. It's like, hey, come to the movie if you want. Come on ahead. We'll see what you got.
That's the trippiest part, man. Like, you know, people forget that there were movies like Too Long Fu, there was Birdcage,
Casino,
movies like that, all sorts of, yeah. Where, like, there was just content made. There was just content made, and it spoke to people whether you could see yourself as that person, or you could just, the whole thing is enjoying a story you could even just relate to, right?
Right.
Like the unifying medium of entertainment is kind of cool like that. Like, films and music kind of share that. Like, they're pretty transcendent. Where, like, you don't have to live in the South, you don't have to own a ranch, but listening to Johnny Cash, you know,
you understand where he's going and coming from.
Exactly. Yeah, it does a lot to everybody. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those funny things where, like, I don't know, I can't explain it.
You know, but they do that crap, and then at the same time they complain when it doesn't make money, and it's like A Wrinkle in Time. Okay, when that came out. Once again, am I supposed to care about this woman finding her father, or am I supposed to care about that she's black? You know, things like that. Yeah. See, and in case people don't know, J-Man's black, so, you know, I got to let you know that in order to make a point.
That's a sad point. You can't say that. Like, well, I can. It's fine.
Yeah, sure it can. And the crazy shit is, it's like, they didn't even promote this film. Oprah was in it and didn't promote this fucking film.
Nobody did. Not even the director, dude.
Right.
Because I think what happened is they pushed the narrative so hard in that movie that they probably realized when they were editing it, like, this doesn't work. This is not good. I didn't even see that movie, by the way. I don't know anyone who's seen it. Right, which isn't surprising if you think about the fact that it made zero money.
Right. But they were talking about strong female lead and all that stuff, and I'm like, that's not going to help your chances. And even then, it's based off of a pretty good book series, but once again, you're not even doing that justice. I look at them when they say that shit. I'm like, well, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
That was a mess. That was a huge miss, dude. And that was like at the peak of like
the Hunger Games stuff.
Social justice. Yeah.
You know?
The social justice, young adult craze that was going on in the media at the time.
Which, by the way, they got a new one of those coming, and guess who the main heroine is? The new Snow White. Little girl boss herself.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And she was in that, by the way, she was also in that, what was it that Steven Spielberg worked on? West Side Story movie that nobody saw.
I didn't. Yeah. I forgot he even made that movie.
Yeah, I bet he did too, man.
I hope he did.
Oh, God. I mean, what a way. What a way to go.
What a long fall.
And then she's over there talking about, like, how, there's no prince in the Snow White movie. She's going to go and do her own thing. I was like, she's a princess, though. She always could. The only one that took away her ability to run things and rule was her stepmom, if you remember the fucking story.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, what the fuck were they thinking? Yeah, just, come on.
Yeah.
And then Peter Dinklage comes out and tries to ruin acting for other dwarves. It's like, remind me how you made your fortune, Stark, you know?
Well, the best part is with the dwarves for the new movie, the sickest part was just that, that, like, they had all these minorities cast as the dwarves, right? And then they show the picture of what they look like in the final product, and then they're all white.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Oh,
and they made like some big old deal about it. Like they were like minorities that are going to be blah, 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 and you're like, okay. That's cool, dude.
Yeah, that's going to be one hell of a hit, because I can't tell you, there ain't no black person in the world that want to be called dopey. All right?
No.
It ain't going to happen. No, there's no minority in the world that's going to be wanting to be called any of them damn dwarves' name. Let's just be honest.
No. Yeah, no.
Sleepy, happy, dope, doc, and grouchy, you know, bashful.
Yeah.
It's just
not
like,
gonna work.
Nah. But, you know, once again, I'm sure the intent is great, though I'm really reaching when I say that. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, because you know the intent is completely... Like the intent is so like backhanded. It's probably disgusting.
It's probably so backhanded that Amazon's Cinderella is probably going to be considered a good movie now.
Probably. You could just parody the Disney movies in general, like these live action remakes, and it'd be fine.
Yeah, she just wanted to make dresses, Jay. I was like, okay, so you say all that stuff about breaking away from convention. But isn't making a dress considered a convention?
Yeah. I mean, is it racist if they make the Mexican Snow White a seamstress that works under the table? I mean, did anybody think about that?
I mean, she's going to working class roots. It's like, oh my god. And they say that shit though. It's like, wow.
They say it like you're supposed to pat them on the back for saying it.
Right, and they nod like they won. Yes, I am right.
Yeah, it's the high eyebrow. Like, what do you think? Like, I think you're fucking racist.
Ooh, what a way to go. I mean, you have just not only offended me, but you offended everybody fucking else.
Yeah, you offended my ancestors, I think, with that one. That's crazy. How'd you do that?
And even Montezuma rose up with his rage. That's why that fucking tornado was coming over here.
Yeah, Montezuma was just shaking his head like, damn, they got me, man.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, they don't want to tell that story. But then again, Mel Gibson will tell that story. Apocalypto, you know?
Isn't that funny how Mel Gibson will tell it and just like not pander? They'll just be like, no, this is what it was. Remember all the history books and shit?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I'm wondering how that Napoleon movie is going to do. It's once again another movie you don't need to see because who doesn't know Napoleon's story, but...
The funny thing is like the trailer makes it seem like it's like some badass, epic, like war movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm just like, I'm wondering how good it really is, because...
Yeah, me too. I don't know.
I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, look, we only got 2 more, well, technically 1 more month, 2 weeks and 1 more month in this year. Finish strong. You finished it this way, didn't you? You know, things like that.
You had one job and you fucked it up, guys. Yeah, what else is releasing at the end of this year?
Well, I know
Outside
that...
of, like, Aquaman and whatever's, whatever.
I know that Thanksgiving movie's supposed to come out, that Thanksgiving horror movie. Now that I actually have some interest in.
The Eli Roth movie? I know.
Yeah.
It looks so stupid. It's probably going to be good. It's fine.
It's going to take me away from all this other shit. So it's like, yeah. Might be a godsend here.
But do you think it's going to have that subtle messaging of like, the fucking colonizers and all this other shit? You know it is.
It is.
Right?
It is. But you know, it's funny. They say that stuff, right? But you still got to go to work in the morning, don't you? You still got the electric bill in the morning, don't you? You still got all that shit going on, and the kids still have to go to school where the colonizers are, right? Yeah. Fuck out of here with that shit. You know, I whenever I hear people do that, I'm like, you are really reaching. You don't have a better plan. You have no solution. So it's like putting us all on a boat and taking us nowhere. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like if Marcus Garvey didn't have a plan of where to go at with his boat idea. He was going to take people. He was going to take people back to Africa. The thing is that you got motherfuckers out here that'll say this shit, and it's like, oh well, you were supposed to figure the rest of that out. It's like, motherfucker, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing, man.
It's kind of crazy. Like this. And then we'll really see how bankrupt the industry is in terms of ideas, because then we'll be at the point where January hits, and then that's usually when they dump all their shit movies. And if there's nothing to promote now for January, it's over.
Personally,
shit is over.
I'll be real with you. If they barely had anything to promote for last month, really. I had
all summer there really wasn't anything to go see. Like the biggest hit, literally one of the biggest hits of the year, is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
By comparison.
Nah. So kind of like Ninja Turtles then at their time.
Yeah, and I don't even know how much money that made. Isn't that weird?
Oh yeah.
And then Five Nights at Freddy's, I think, was also day and day on the app on Peacock, and it still hit record numbers on that too. It's like it's a weird time. It's like maybe movies will go back to being like regular budgets. Not every movie's $250 million.
I mean, you would want that though. You know what I mean? There are people that do it for no budget and like really kick ass with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they kill it. Yeah, they're making like animated films that look photoreal and like Unreal Engine.
Yeah, like I'm trying to get to that point. I'm just like, the stories have to come out. It's just we just got to say goodbye to the fucking studio system. Just do our own thing. That's what it is.
I think it's leaning towards that because David Fincher's The Killer is coming out on Netflix in December.
Oh, okay.
So it's foregoing a theater release.
Wait, is that the Michael Fassbender movie?
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty smart. Not bad. I would tell you more, but we are live streaming, and I don't want people to know all that stuff yet.
What happened?
Oh, about my next big plans and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because I had to do some cycling and a lot more downsizing and cost cutting. The old business thing.
Oh yeah.
Which is why I'm glad that the PowerPlay is working, because I was like, I spent money on this. I need it to work, and it does. I'm like, yeah, here we go.
That's the nature of the business. You got to make sure this shit's worth it.
And you know what? Consider how tonight's going and everything. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, which by the way, just because it's not Monster Fest doesn't mean I won't do like the secret streams and stuff. That's still a thing too. I can talk about that.
Nice.
So we just need to pick a day and we need to run with it. Hey, you want to try out Street Fighter 6 next time? I don't think we made a stream episode with that yet.
Hey, we didn't, right? I think we were just testing out the crossplay stuff, I believe.
Yeah.
Last time.
Yep, we'll give them a show then.
I'm down.
And then if Mr. Allen out there is noticing, and I know he is, let me just say this. Killzone sucks, eh? That game is awesome. Thank you, Alan.
Killzone was a pretty good seller, right? I mean, I'm not remembering it wrong, right?
I
it
mean,
was a pretty decent sale.
To me, it was, yeah. I would say, yeah, it was, because it managed to get a sequel, a series set out of it. The only thing that really killed it, though, was Shadowfall.
Yeah, I could have sworn that it did pretty good. There was a couple of sequels for it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But I don't think Guerrilla Studios actually remembers that, and they're doing so good with the Horizon series. They're not going back to Killzone right now. But
is that the company that made it?
Yeah.
The people who make Horizon?
Yep.
Interesting.
They the ones.
Trippy.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
nice.
crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? So it's like they traded away Warfare to go ahead and bring semi-futurist acronyms to Warfare with brighter colors.
We brought in the Mary Sue.
Yeah.
We wanted to do.
Well, Aloy's not that bad. It's just I don't. It's like I just am not into the whole structure of the series. That's what it is. Which is
not your vibe.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Kind of like Forspoken. You know what I mean? Like, remember who lost money on that? By the way, that was like a big deal. And then like, oh my god, I think it's Square Enix again, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was. Well, the funny thing about I mean, isn't it like what is it? What fucking game was it? I'm spacing on it. Forspoken and What is it? It was like it was supposed to be like some battle royale type thing, but you had like powers and you were like shooting shit. Something of whatever the hell. It just came out too.
Oh, God, I know what it is. I can't think of the title of that shit.
And it like flopped. Bad.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like, even Fortnite went back to its roots about things and did a pretty decent job, by the way.
Yep.
Man, I've been picking Jago a lot, but then again, that's just me. I don't know. one day I'm gonna switch it up real good. But I mean, like, to be honest with you, it's just like I gotta practice with this more. So that's what I'll do. But yeah, okay. What was that game?
What was that?
I know, like, a lot of those battle royale games are getting to that point, though.
That's so oversaturated now that it's kind of nuts.
Like, I think, what was it? It was that one that Blizzard does, too, has been, like, hitting the skids.
Oh, what the fuck is it called? Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch.
Damn,
yeah. Overwatch 2 isn't doing hot at all, man. More massive burns with that. But then again,
like a mobile game, you had to give that game your phone number just to sign up to play it.
Really?
Yes, I downloaded it because it's free, right? So I was like, okay, cool, because it's a whatever. And then so I downloaded it, and next thing I know, it's fucking, hey, give me your phone number to play this game. I'm like, fuck you. So I just deleted it. I'm not going to do that shit. I got an Xbox. That's all the information you need from me. I downloaded it, okay?
Yeah.
I got to give you my fucking phone number to play Overwatch. Are you crazy?
Wow, I draw a total blank at that. Like, why they gotta be so intrusive with the shit now? Like...
I don't know.
Like, a long time ago, like, I was playing the PlayStation 2 the other day, and I was like, hey, nothing's bothering me. I just popped the disc in, and game's on its own, and everything's just stellar. Like, there's no problem at all. Why the fuck can't we go back to that? It's just like everything's got to be an update. Everything's got to be connect to your mobile devices. Everything's got to be pretty much intruding on your privacy without admitting that it's intruding on your privacy. And
That's crazy.
You know, it's just like how far we've come.
It's because, I mean, the companies have all tested how much shit we'll put up with, right? So
I hope so.
it's for sure, like, we will take anything. Most people will take anything, right? So people will give up their phone numbers. So the people who went online and complained about it are far less than the people who just willingly gave up their phone number.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
And they know that before they put that in the game. Like, they know people will bend over and go, yeah, here, take my social security number too, my credit card.
Well, not only that, they should be aware too, if they know this stuff. I'm not disagreeing with you, but we got to add this on. Whenever you use your dedicated voice app device for any of these game consoles, they are listening.
They're listening. Yeah, there's an AI listening right now.
Uh-huh.
And I want to tell it, I love you. I'm just kidding. I love you, AI.
Well, yeah, I guess we cannot skip Discord out either, because that's how they trap you. Oh, at least it doesn't happen on Discord. The only one it probably would never happen on is Skype, but it will happen on Skype because Skype is Microsoft.
And I think it's only going to happen on Skype because Skype is like the last thing you think about right now.
Ain't it, though?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, let us.
Look how big this dude is. What the hell?
Oh, yeah, Ram from Gears of War. Yeah, he's a big motherfucker.
Jeez Louise, dude.
Yeah. By the way, some of those Gears games are 4-player and stuff, so, you know, we got to get the team together. Go ahead, give the people a show.
Here we go. Here comes Ram doing his slow combo thingy.
He kind of reminds me of Astaroth from Soul Calibur. See, we need a new one of those, man. I'm starting to run dry on that.
You know what's funny? Didn't a new one just come out not too long ago, right?
Oh yeah, 6. Which supposedly fixed everything from 5.
Yeah. 6. 6 was cool.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah, it was cool, but it was like one of these days I'm gonna have to dig through my collection again and see like how many of them I own. I still got 5, but I never got the chance to download all the stuff for 5. So I was like, shit, I'm assed out. You know, because Namco. Are you
gonna go like Super Edition for Tekken? You gonna go like nuts on the Premium Edition?
Nah, because I didn't do that for the other fighters. You know, because I was like this. I was like, how often am I gonna play the game? And plus, like, sometimes I'm just getting tired of giving too much money out and like getting like a weak ass return. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
It's just
so funny. Up until now, Mortal Kombat was like one of those franchises that didn't just like burn me out like that, and they managed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They did it to me.
It don't take much for like something to have like a real shit moment to it. Kind of like what was the game I was thinking of at that point? Like a lot of things have their dork age, and I guess Mortal Kombat's going back into it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people didn't like Mortal
Kombat.
A lot of people didn't like Mortal Kombat 4 when it took the jump to be 3D. So even though I thought it was okay, but
dude, I thought like Deadly Alliance and Deception were dope though. Like I like the whole switching like stances and martial arts styles.
Yeah, I mean
that was badass. Yeah. Like a weapon mode and then like a whatever, you know. And then they tried to do that in MK. It's so funny. You can tell that that's the game they really want to make. Like they're tired of the 2D shit.
Yeah,
because like MKX had the variations, right?
They sure did.
Where like you could like one like in one version like someone could have their weapon out, something like that, and then it's just they've just been doing like whack versions of what the 3D era did. You know, I don't know. It's weird.
They'll let you know that hey, you're gonna spend some more money for this, and I was like, fuck, no, I'm not. I'm out.
Yeah. I don't think I want to do that.
This will sit right. This will sit right here in this collection pile. That's about all we gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just pop it in, get my update, and go. You know what I mean? You gotta keep your armaments, though. That's the one thing.
Yep.
But you know, I'll go right back to fucking Street Fighter and just play that. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, you could just lose yourself with World Tour mode or whatever.
Yeah. which I did.
I mean, I get it.
I mean, one time I did it, right? And Al said this to me. I didn't see you in 2 weeks. I was like, oh, yeah. I was playing Street Fighter, man. Ah!
It'll happen.
The streets be calling.
The streets be calling. Yeah. You know how it is out here on the streets?
Yeah.
Sheesh. I'm fighting fools left and right. Fighting for my life out here.
Yeah. It be like that.
Mm-hmm. After this one, I think I gotta tap in. Man.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up. But yeah, man, it's been a good episode and talking with you tonight and stuff. It's just, we still running through this crazy ass world together.
Oh yeah, one fighting at a time, man.
Which, by the way, man, I don't think I got to because I'm an Eagles fan. I gotta watch the Eagles play the Chiefs.
Yeah, I gotta catch the highlights, or at least the game from was the Cowboys and the Giants. You know, this whole season's been just like drama. Too much drama for me right now.
I totally get it. But yo, I was thinking, I'm just thinking, like, why can't they just back the hell up off of Travis and Taylor and shit? Like, nobody really cares at this moment. It's not even new.
I don't know, dude. We talked about this like earlier in the week, but like, what was our theory that like ratings for football were so low that they were going to try to court like the teenage girl audience?
Yeah.
You know, so what they were going to do was to like write some love story between Taylor Swift and any fool that would like do the fucking job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. This is what it looks like for sure. It's like how Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone were dating when they were making the Amazing Spider-Man movies, and the second they canceled the third one, they were like, you know what, we're not dating anymore.
That does happen. So
yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And that was a whole marketing thing. Like, that was not a real relationship. I mean, like, come on now.
At all. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like sitting there, I was like, okay. Enough's enough. We don't need this. And the thing is,
so sad, dude.
And the thing is, the Chiefs are the team to beat, and it's like this is what we get.
You think how like it's not enough to have the best record in the NFL. What it is the fact that you have to also not date Taylor Swift because nobody's watching you have the best record in the NFL.
Yeah.
So
it's got to be all that, and it's like, nah, this just isn't the way, you know.
This is not the way.
You know.
That is for sure not the way, dude. Oh my gosh, that's sad. You got to play your ass off, and then you also got to date Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, man.
I got to date this flat ass, corny ass Karen of a woman over here. Are you serious?
Yeah, I think a lot of people
couldn't give me like one of the Kardashians to lose my life over.
I mean, you know, honestly, there's no comparison. Either way, he's going to hell, isn't there? You know what I'm saying?
It's like I can't have like an Amber Rose. Can't even spice. Make it ironic. You know, make it almost seem like how corny white guy, Ice Spice.
There's just no way.
Give me the fucking Pete Davidson story arc. Make me a nerd and a loser, and then whoever the fuck for 3 months. Cool. Okay.
And he was never cool after that shit. He wasn't even cool during it.
Yeah, he was cornier after, which is weird.
Well, at least we know one way or another. It ain't us. That's why we got opportunities.
That's crazy. That is crazy, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. But hey,
that's a real killer instinct right there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah. That's an episode.
Damn.
All right, Marco, let's go ahead and get on out of here, my man. And hey, everybody out there, we will catch up with you all next time. This is J-Man and Marco signing off from the Power Play. Peace to you.
Laters.